News Talk 640 WFNC. Man, I have my guest in the studio. John Gobrick is on camera right now because we are on our podcast right now, Kenny. And we're on being seen on Facebook and also on my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
That's one camera. The other camera is Jeff
Etienne.
Etienne. I was going to butcher that name. I knew it, Etienne. And both of these individuals are involved with our community salutes. Takes place tomorrow. I'm gonna turn your mic on there.
There you go. Our community salutes Fayetteville. Yes.
Yeah, and you make that mention because when I was checking for information about it, you go to the national thing, and this happens all over the country.
Yes.
You got to kind of ease down and find Fayetteville and click on it. Then you know what it's all about. But now that you're in the studio with me, you don't have to do that because these two individuals are going to tell us what it's all about, and it is a great program. John, what do we got?
Okay, so we're OCS Fayetteville, just like you mentioned. So our community salutes. We're a local chapter of a national organization, and our mission is we honor and recognize high school graduates who enlist in the military. We also provide support services them and their families to aid them in their transition. So we give them financial information. Just tips and information to help them ease their transition from being civilian life to the military.
Now, you guys were here not too long ago,
Yes.
and I said, well, the event happens tomorrow.
Correct.
And Jeff, we want to make sure you could come back. You're the public affairs person for the
Yes.
organization locally here. And we want to make sure we do everything we can up to the last minute to make sure people are aware that they can come.
Yes.
Jeff, tell us about where it's located and what people can do to be involved.
Yeah, so it's located at Methodist University at Huff Hall, and it starts at 7 p.m. tomorrow, which is May 7th. The good thing about it is Methodist has done a great job of donating the venue for us at no cost. I mean, this has been really good for us because, like John said, we're a nonprofit, so this helps out a whole lot. So tomorrow we want people, as maximum people, to come in there, especially veterans to come out there and actually talk to some of these young enlistees and let them know their experience and what they're getting into, because right now volunteering is so big right now, especially what's going on in this world right now. It's a great thing that these guys have raised their hand and they're about to go serve. So, like I said, it's only 1%, of the population that actually serves. So these are special people that are taking the time to do what's best for the country right now.
Not long ago, I had a retired Lieutenant General Kevin Vereen in here. He was the recruitment general in charge of recruitment in the United States. Do you know him?
Yes, I do.
You will not find a better man.
Yeah.
Beard or no beard. I mean,
And he's from Fayetteville.
he is from Fayetteville. He lives here now, and I'm looking forward to playing golf with him again. We keep bumping heads, and then he gets sent out and about. But we had the same conversation, Jeff, that you're talking about, that less than 1% put their hand up like these kids are going to do tomorrow to say they're going to defend the country against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Yes.
That's something that the three of us have done. John, give us your background in the military. You were a colonel?
Yeah, so I enlisted in March of 1988. Did 4 years enlisted, and then I got commissioned, and then I spent the next 30 whatever years, 30 years in all around the world. Matter of fact, Jeff and I, we met at OBC many moons ago.
You guys kind of shared that story last time. Jeff, how about your military background?
Oh, yes. I enlisted. Actually, I was a young 17-year-old, straight out of high school. 1 week later, I was being shipped off to basic training. Did my great enlistment time, and then went on to college and went to get a commission. Met John at Officer Basic course many moons ago. And did 26 years of active federal service. But I wish we had what John is talking about with our community salutes back then, because it would have made a whole difference having the resources. Because
I wouldn't have bought that 25% interest rate on that new car, because I had to have that.
Well, but that we all have a story like that, and even in my case, as a young lieutenant, being involved at ROTC in my college, I was the battalion commander. And so I'm poor as all get out. All of a sudden, I take my oath, and now I'm a lieutenant with good credit and a paycheck and a $3,000 clothing allowance and the military coming to my university to take my clothes and ship them down to Fort Gordon, where I was going to do my officer's basic. And all the other students are looking around like, How you get that? That's every Thursday wearing that uniform. That's what I was doing.
That's right.
And so now these kids are getting ready to do the same thing tomorrow.
Yes.
Tell us about the program and what's going to happen. John.
So we put it up much like a high school graduation ceremony. So one thing. So the doors open at 6. We'd ask everybody to be there, as early as possible, because for the first hour is the expo, and so we have a lot of community partners, AUSA, MWR, a bunch of local businesses that have tables set up, and then we bring in the enlistees, and so that first hour is really mingling, and the intent is for veterans and local community leaders and military to sit and talk with these kids and their families, and talk with them, assuage their fears, kind of talk with them about what to expect, and just spend that time of a meet and greet. And then the doors start at 7. The doors open at 7, and for the ceremony. And then the ceremony runs just like anybody that's been in a change of command ceremony. It runs kind of very much like that. And then a high school graduation. So we kind of mix it up. We do the invocation, we do the the national anthem, all that good stuff. A couple speakers. Then it's like I said, it runs much like a graduation. We bring up each of the enlistees by branch. We have them come across the stage. We give them a coin from our community salutes. We give them a document or a booklet with the foundational documents. So the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and we give them a copy of that as they come across the stage. And Chick-fil-A has donated Chick-fil-A cards, so we give them a gift certificate. We shake their hands. Everybody dignitary on the dais, shakes their hands, and then they come back and sit back down. And then we culminate the event in a cake cutting ceremony. And again, anybody that's done the kind of the Army's birthday or any of that, it's kind of very much the same. We have each of the enlistees representing each of the services come up there with the dignitaries, and President Worden's going to cut the cake with us this year. Going to cut
With
the
the
cake.
saber?
Yes, with the saber, of course. I mean,
Right.
how else would you do it?
Well,
No, yeah. But we
Would
do
you-
that, and then we have cake and coffee and refreshments.
Jeff, how many of these have you been at?
So this is my second one.
And what was your take the first time you saw this happen?
I got to do it again. I got to do it the next year. I'm like John. I get so excited. Just want to be able to help these kids out, talk to these kids, and have the resources that we provide to these kids that John and I we hadn't had our
we didn't have.
opportunity.
Yeah, well,
So-
look, this is going to be a special occasion at Methodist University tomorrow, and you're not going to find a better community partner than Methodist University.
Yes,
in
they're
terms of-
phenomenal.
So find that they're donating
Yes.
this for you saves you a lot of bucks, and you can put it back into the program
Absolutely.
to recognize these young folks. So nothing's free
Yes.
in the world. So you got operating costs and that type thing.
Yes.
Now, is it too late for folks to say they're going to come, or they can just show up?
No, we obviously would prefer them to register, but because it's tomorrow, hey, we're just trying to get maximum participation. But if they do register, it's ocsfayetteville.com. You just go to the website, ocsfayetteville.com. It'll come up, click on register, and they just show up.
How many cadets are going to be sworn in?
So right now we have 168 enlistees registered to be sworn in. So it's a pretty good chunk of people amongst all the services, minus the Coast Guard. We didn't get any Coast Guard
No
this
Coast
year.
Guard
No
this
Coast
year.
Guard this
I
year.
thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
I emceed one of them. It was
Yes,
years
you
ago.
were you were the inaugural. You were our inaugural MC.
Well, and you know what? It was a privilege to do that and to see that, and I felt that. The same things that you guys did. Here's some young folks doing something that less than 1% of the American population does, and so that's why we need to take enough time to celebrate it, bring you guys back, and man, I can tell you guys are both Army former.
Yes,
Army.
both
Right,
Army.
you were putting the smell in this place like you're back in a GP medium somewhere.
Like, don't even know.
Okay.
And Gilbert, we invite you to be there tomorrow.
Yes,
We'd love
absolutely.
To see your
Yeah.
smiley face.
I'm trying to think. Why wouldn't I be there tomorrow? I've got to figure this out. I think I have some. I do have a conflict. I'm at a show, doing a show,
Okay.
but that's okay. I'll be there in spirit.
Yeah.
Desperate.
We've got a bunch of dignitaries. We've got the mayor pro tem coming. We invited Mayor Colvin. Hopefully he'll make it. Kirk Deviere will be there.
Are
Obviously,
you sure Kirk Deviere is going to be there? Because he's behind you right now, sitting out in the lobby.
he said he
there
was going to be
Hey,
there.
come on in, Kirk.
He's going to be there.
Yeah, bring you in, Kirk. Hey, bring your gas mask when you come
There
in.
you go.
Here.
But I'll tell you, once you've come to one, once you've come to one, it warms your heart. It is just one of those feel-good ceremonies that, I know there's the veterans out there that are hesitant and saying, hey, I got other things, but I'm telling you, just give it a chance. Come in there, attend it.
We'll way around here, Kirk.
And you
Get
will,
around here.
And
Kirk,
you will definitely have a feel good moment. You'll be like, wow, I can't believe I missed this.
Well, Kirk is my Ranger buddy.
There we go.
You guys Ranger qualified in here?
Nope.
Look, we will not hold that against
was
them.
lucky.
Just kind of grab, if you can get right down in there. You're getting ready to come up here. Just get on there. Just pull that in. Get down here a little bit.
You want me to do squats this morning or what?
Hey, we're moving your chair in here. Look, hey, this is Johnny Carson. This is a big deal to you, I'm sure, that you're going to be involved with it. You're going to be there. Is this your first, or have you been to others?
No, this is my first. I was invited previously, wasn't able to make
Just
it.
that mic. Oh, yeah.
Wasn't able to make it. Sent my regards, but really looking forward to this. Anytime that we can honor our military, anytime we can support our military, especially these young individuals that are getting ready to go enlist and be part of the military. We want to be supportive of that, as well as their family. What I love about what this organization does is they're not only supporting the men and women, but they're also supporting their families.
Absolutely. All right, look, we got you all in here now. We're going to make the big shuffle and kick you two out and keep Kirk in here because it's his dime right now.
It's all good. I don't mind sharing it with an organization like this.
All right. Well, look, you're listening to News Talk 640 WFNC. We've got local news right now with CBS 17.
Good morning from the CBS